I recently shared a video on how to travel with 2 passports, providing tips on navigating dual citizenships, given my British and Nigerian citizenship status. Some of you asked me, how did I obtain my British passport, my citizenship? So that's exactly what this video is all about. Although I previously shared this story many years ago, I felt it was worth, resharing for all my new subscribers out there. I made many mistakes on my journey to citizenship, and I hope my story helps you avoid the pitfalls that delayed my own process. If it's your first time here, welcome. My name is Sassy Funke, and I'm a British Nigerian author, travel and lifestyle content creator, and also the author of the first ever high-quality, locally curated travel guide to Lagos, titled Lagos Travel Guide. It's available at Amazon globally, and you can buy it using the links in the description box below. Definitely check it out and get yourself a copy. I'm gonna jump straight into this video, but please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, and give this video a huge thumbs up. Early 2001. That is when I arrived in the UK, sometime in 2001, when my parents thought it would be best for me to continue my education, studying in the UK with my brother. I had initially attended Apata High School in Lagos and gained admission to a boarding school in Scotland. So I lived in Scotland for quite a while, starting in September 2001. I got my student visa in Nigeria, which was a 1-year visa at the time. I arrived in the UK, it was September, as I said, and I ended up spending 4 years in Scotland in the UK, doing my GCSEs, 4th form, 5th form, and 2 years of my A-levels. After my first year, I had to renew my visa in Nigeria, extending it by another 3 years. So I spent 4 years in the UK at this point. 2005. After my A-levels, I received admission to study business management at King's College in London for a 3-year degree. So in 2005, I went back to Nigeria again to get a student visa for 3 years. I spent 3 years at King's College and graduated my BSc. Fast forward to 2008. After graduating in 2008, with 3 months left on my student visa, while I was waiting for my work permit stamp, I decided to take a holiday. I had applied for a job, and the job was going to give me, a work permit. So I was pretty comfortable that this investment bank was sponsoring my work permit. It was already in progress. So I went on a holiday with 3 months left on my student visa. Upon coming back, I was refused entry to the UK, and I was nearly deported. I'll spare you guys all the details in this video, but I'll link the story above. It was probably the worst experience of my life. And if you watch that story, you understand why. Well, late 2008, I overcame, and I then received a 5-year work permit sponsored by the investment bank, that's JP Morgan Chase. I ended up working with this company for a number of years. So they gave me a 5-year working permit. In 2011, which marked my 10-year stay in the UK from the first time I came in 2001, I decided then to apply for my British residence permit under the 10-year long residence program. I'm not sure you guys are aware of this program, but the program allows you to apply for indefinite leave to remain if you've been in the UK legally for 10 continuous years. Indefinite leave to remain or settlement essentially gives you the right to live, work, and study in the UK indefinitely. It also gives you the ability to apply for a British citizenship later on. Unfortunately, though, my application was rejected. Why? Because under this program, you cannot spend more than 548 days in total, or more than 184 days in any 12-month period outside of the UK. I had spent over 600 days outside of the UK during my 10-year period because of my holiday trips back to Nigeria. Big mistake. In 2012, I considered applying again for an indefinite leave to remain under the 10-year long stay program, as I now met all the residency requirements, but I actually decided against applying for it, and I'll explain why. Number one, I did not want to pay the application fee again because it was expensive. Number two, I didn't want to wait months to hear back. I knew many people at the time that applied for the indefinite leave to remain under the 10-year long residence program, and some people, it took them 2 years before they heard back. Thirdly, I knew that if I was patient enough, I could wait until 2013, my company, JP Morgan, would sponsor my indefinite leave to remain under the 5-year work permit program, covering the full cost of the application, providing legal support, and I would actually receive my indefinite leave to remain within 1 day, right? So that's why I was like, you know what? I am not at this stage going to apply for the ILR. True to their word, JP Morgan sponsored my indefinite leave to remain application in 2013, and I received my ILR the same day I applied. I mean, I had a lawyer that was with me the whole day that did everything for me, so that was incredible. Moving on to 2014, indefinite leave to remain holders at that time could apply for citizenship a year after receiving the ILR. So once my 12-month, were up, I applied for citizenship and had my citizenship ceremony. Later that year, I applied for my UK passport. Interestingly enough, in that 2014, I went to France and Singapore for my MBA. Luckily, my 12 months had been completed before I had to move. The UK passport office subsequently sent, my passport to me in Singapore in early, I think, January 2015. So yes, guys, that's how I became a British citizen, or got my British passport after staying 14 years in the UK. I know that my journey is probably longer than most people's journey. Primarily because obtaining British citizenship was never my goal when I entered the UK. I came for my education, and if I think it was my goal and I had it in mind, I would have been more careful to understand what are the different pathways to citizenship, right? And I would ensure that I would have met the requirements from the onset. I wouldn't have traveled as much. So I guess my advice here is very important, to understand what is the end, what is your, always have the end in mind, what you try to achieve, going abroad and you want citizenship or green cards, understand the different pathways from the onset so that you're actually on track to getting it. I think that was one of the most powerful lessons I learned. It was a long journey, but thankfully I made it. So guys, I really hope you found my story, my journey to British citizenship interesting. If you acquire British citizenship through naturalization like me, please share your own pathway, and also how many years did it take you to get yours? And if you made any mistakes along the way, do share them, because someone's mistake is another person's learning opportunity. And I think we're all here to learn. Let's help one another. And yes, I look forward to reading all your incredible stories. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new and follow me for more. Check me out on Instagram for more, short form punchy content. You love me on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.